What is going on, everyone? It is the eve of the kickoff to the F1 2023 season, and Super Bowl Sunday is getting into it with a little playthrough of the one of my favorite games of all time, Rallyman GT. You know, if you're a fan of the YouTube channel, you see many streams of this, and if you haven't, feel free to check the playlist for Rallyman. We've done a bunch of races, some with some creators, one of which created this AI system that we're going to be playing with. But yeah, so we are kicking off the 2023 season with Bahrain, which is tomorrow at the time of this recording. If you go to the BGG page, you can find a link to how to set up real courses that some people have made. And A Daily, I believe, made this one, or O Daily made this one, and it looks like that. And if you get a picture of what Bahrain really looks like, it actually looks a lot like this course. So it's pretty sweet to have a course you can kind of race alongside the season. So shout out to O Daily for that. I set this up, and we're going to be racing 3 racers. It's going to be myself in the green car, even though I have a blue dashboard here. Don't worry about that. We're racing on kind of perfect conditions. We'll most likely do that for the rest of the season if I end up making this a thing. Is we'll be doing this as as perfect conditions. We'll also be racing against the medium and the harder AI. There's still one more level that we're not including, but we'll see how this race goes to decide if we want to go with another AI after this. But we're going with the yellow and the orange car. I'm going to be having yellow be going first. I'll be going second, and orange will be going third. We're just going to see how these things go. I'll explain a little bit as I go, but I'll kick it off by saying these are the dashboards created by Kevin, and I'm already blank on the name, even though I had it when I was ready to go. But you can find these. Oh, Dr. Worm, yes, Dr. Worm. You can find these AI dashboards on BGG as well. I believe, I haven't checked the real rule book. It's kind of a sore subject for me, but I do have it right here. I do have Rallyman Dirt. This is a sour situation. You can hear all about what I think about this on the podcast that we just recorded. And I'll be getting into it. It's just the base game, unfortunately. It's not all the Kickstarter stuff because Holy Grail Games is bankrupt, and it's kind of a tough time for them. So it's not their fault that I'm upset. I just want my game. But I ended up getting a base game at an online retailer, which you'll be seeing more content of course, because I love this game, so I'll be playing some Rallyman Dirt as well. But Dr. Worm came up with these AI systems for these that just kind of make it a little make some aggressive challenge. There is a solo mode that you can just race around the track by yourself, but this is a nice little system to go along with to make it seem like you're racing some real cars. A very simple system in that you're rolling dice and moving cars, but you're also taking into account some of the corners and making sure that they are exiting corners and lanes at the proper speed. So we'll go through it as we go. We're gonna do 2 laps. I usually do 1 lap, but I feel 2 is nice simply because I played on this last night and I won by 1 turn. So I want to know what it feels like. And I think I played this one. I think I played the yellow one solo last night. But I want to see what it's like for 2 laps. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then if you're new to Rallyman in general, you'll pick this up as we go along. But we're all starting at 0, and the yellow car is going to go first. Now, according to the yellow dashboard, every time the yellow goes, I roll gears 1 through 5 and 1 white dice, and then we will evaluate after that. So here goes yellow. So the first thing you evaluate, and I'll just go over this once. The first thing you evaluate is how many of these exclamation point or hazard symbols there are. If there are 3, it will stop at whatever gear was the 3rd exclamation point, and we'll probably see that once or twice during this game. But if there's if there's more than 3, if there's 4, it'll suffer a loss of control, and we'll go through that as we do. So nothing happened there, and then all you do is you move the car, the number of spaces as dice, as black dice that there are. So for this one, it's going to move 5 spaces, and it will end in gear 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wants to stay as close to the apex as possible. It's going to be going as fast as it can. It is very aggressive for this move, yes, but that's kind of the challenge that you're up against. That you probably want to end here in 5. I don't think that you technically can without taking a hazard, but we're going to assume that it knows what it's doing. So we're going to end the yellow car in gear 5 right here in the corner. And again, it's different for every race. The rules get kind of not finicky, but you have to kind of make some of your own decisions here because of how intense this corner is here based off of this. So the yellow car has went. Now I will go as the green, and you plan your route just the same, or just the same as you normally would in your own game. So I'm gonna kind of see what I can do. I can't. It's impossible for me because I only have 2 break dice. It's not impossible. So if I get up here in 5, I'll then have to break 5, 4, 3, and I'm still 2 over this. And the max gear is 1 here. So this is a little finicky when it comes to the rules of this car, but we're gonna deal with it probably around this straight. We'll take care of it. But I think I want to end. I might just end it in 4th here, because I can't get up along next to him unless I'm in 5th, and I don't want to be in 5th, because my next one I can go 3 and then break here. So I think I might just do that. So we'll roll 4 of these, and if we we'll be getting focus tokens for these. I got 1 hazard, which is not a problem, but I get 1 focus token for each dice that I rolled. So I can use those later, on a later turn. Keep those over there. And I will be over here. I will do that. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should have been here. So I'll throw a coast dice in there too. There's a space right there I missed. So I'll add that in as a focus token as well. A little skirting of the rules there, but technically this first space is a space. It's so maybe they should have done the same thing. How'd you get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be here in 5. Just a little backtrack on these spaces. May have started somewhere different, so we're fine. So he would have went 5 from here. He would have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're in 5th. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll still do 4 because I still have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lose that 1 focus token. Just a little stuttering in the first part, but we're good. So I'm going to end right 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll end there in 4th. And now orange is going to go. Orange is a little more difficult in that the more white or red dice that an AI car rolls in this system, the more chances it has to have an error or a loss of control. With this, you're rolling only 1 through 5 black dice, so less opportunity. It will most likely always move 5 in every turn, but it might also wipe out depending on the roll. So we got 2 errors, so it's going to keep going the full 5 spaces. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll end there in 5th place, or 5th gear as well. All right, so now we're in the black round. It's going to be yellow going first with 5 black dice and 1 white dice. And it's going to go the full 5 spaces. It'll go taking the best path, so it'll go 1. We'll say it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll end here. That's closer to the corner. Oh no, here's closer to that corner. So it'll end there, and it'll end there in 4th, because if it was here, if it was right here, it would have to be in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then enter this in 4th. So it'll be in 4th gear there. Now, orange will go. Just rolling the 5 black dice. It's going to go 5 spaces as well. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and end. If it wants to be closer to the corner, it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the corner for this one. Is closer to this one. We'll be going first if they're at that corner. So now it's my turn. It's there in it'll be there in 3rd gear, unfortunately, for that. For that car. So for us, got some decisions to make. We will. My thoughts are to break right down into. I have 2 break dice available to me. Oh, I have 3 break dice available to me. So I can make use of them. I kind of want to plan it from the outset here. So I want to go 2, 3, 4. It'd be nice to be here. So I don't know if I can do that though. Because of these spaces that I have, but I might be able to go. If I do 4, 3, 2, 1, I can break right down to 1. So that's by doing each gear dice takes you down a gear. So it would be 4th gear, 3, 2, break down to 1. And then I have 2 coast dice available to me to coast here and then coast into the apex. So that's kind of the way that I can get to. I mean, I could even opt in to go for the 6 here because I think we're going to roll them one at a time. So I got to roll these because I can't get rid of. You'd have to get rid of all of these dice in one go, and I only have 4. I would need 6 focus tokens, 1 for the first, 2 for the second, and 3 for the third dice that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm gonna have to roll these. I have 1 hazard. Keep rolling. These are good. 3, 4, okay. 5, and I'm going to end there. I mean, I don't need to roll it, but I will. I will end there in 6th gear, which is great. So able to get ahead of that. It's a little strategy I like to do too. Is it's a game where you can plan out the route. I planned it out at the end instead of starting it, so I knew I wanted to be at a certain gear by this point. So that's kind of one way you can do it. But now we are in the white round, 3rd turn of the game, and I'm in 6th. I got ahead. It was I had a good run here, which is nice. We're coming up on another tight there's another tight turn straight ahead here, and we're looking at. Let me get this little guy here. We're looking at you can't really see it, but this is the same turn as this. It's all 1s, so I got to be down to 1 by there. So I can go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe I'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, entering this at 1, and then coasting out of there. That would be nice. Do I want to go flat out? I think I might want to go flat out. I think I can do it. So I'll mark it ahead though. I'll be in 1st gear if I can get out of this alive. And I'll put this right here. I actually would want to be crossing into this lane. Actually, nope, I would be getting an error there, so I want to do that. We'll try that. I'm going to roll them. I'm going to go all in. No guts, no glory. That's what the AIs are doing, so that's what I should be doing. I got 3 hazards, which is a loss of control. We'll see if it is. We'll see where we lost it. And I will Move these out of the way because I didn't use them. So if I did 6, where's my 5? 5, 4, 3, 2. So I could stop there and not suffer the loss of control. I believe that's how that works. And it's a 1. So I only be going to 0 there, which isn't that bad. I'd still be, even if I use this, actually. So because I've suffered a loss of control, using a 1 I'm in gear 1, I'd just be at 0 again. So I'm actually going to do that. Sometimes I gotta stand up to check it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coast. Oh, I had another coast dice. So I could be a 0 there. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll spin out, but I still get my focus tokens, which is nice. So I'll be a 0 there, and I will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 focus tokens. And kind of the way you evaluate your loss of control situation is you look at your dashboard, which is right here, and so I crashed. When I relayed my dice, reset my dice out, I had 1, 2, 3 exclamation points. So that's when I lose control. So that's denoted by this, is when you get 3 or more, you lose control. And then where was your third exclamation point? Mine was on the coast dice coming out of 1. So I was still in first. And then you would check the color on the corners. There's a yellow corner here. And that just says if you have to draw any tokens or not. So luckily I wasn't going in that high of a speed, but I just kind of maybe spun out. So I'm going to just end up in 0 there on that corner. So that's what we're doing there. Luckily not so bad. Being in 0 is not terrible. I'll go second, or I won't go first unless these guys spin out, because it's the fastest who's going first. Check something real quick. Yeah, whoever's fastest goes first. Now, because I was fastest then, that's why I went first. Now we're going to do the yellow, because the yellow's going in 4th. Yellow's going to be rolling 5 black dice and 1 white. And it's going to go 5 spaces. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be right here. That's the best line it can do, and it'll be there in 5th. As it ends in the gear, it ends in the max gear that it was using, so 5. So that's easy to remember for if you're still learning this system, is no matter what, it's going to try to end in that system. Only time you'll consider what speed it ends in is how it can come out of turns and stuff, and we'll probably see that a little bit later. Now we are in the orange guy is going to go, and he's doing just 5 black dice. He's going to go 5 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he'll be right behind this guy in 5th. So both of them will get to go first without issue. So first will be the yellow car. And it's going to stop at some point. And it will actually stop at 5. So when you get 3, this is according to the rules here of Dr. Worm's rules. When you get 3, it's going to stop on the gear that you've got the 3rd exclamation point in. So you line the dice back up, and the 3rd exclamation point falls in on the 5th. So it's going to be able to go the full length. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll probably end here. Actually, it'll end here on this, because that's where the corner is. So it'll end right here. And technically, it had to be in 1 coming out of here. So maybe 2, 3. It'll be in 4th gear here, because that's the highest gear it can be in for that space that it's in, without getting a penalty. Oh, that's the orange one. There we go. Now orange will go. It's going to do all 5 black dice. It's going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be right next to me. It'll actually be right here in 5th, right behind, because it's closer to the corner. It'll be 1. Actually, it can't do that without getting a penalty. So it'll actually be next to me in 3rd gear, because it can't leave this in 1, and it would have to get a penalty going up that way, so we don't want to do that. So it'll be next to me in 3rd gear. And luckily for me, I get to go now, which is fine. Actually, I'm blocked, and I'll tell you why. So I am next to a guy in 3rd, and yeah, I can't go until they pass, because I can't get up to their speed. In order to pass there, I have to be in that speed, and there's no way I can get to that speed. So unfortunately, that's where my turn ends right there. So they're going to be able to kind of get ahead of me there. So now we're going with the yellow car. And it's going to go the full 5. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it'll end right here. If it does that, it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It wants to maximize shortest route is the priority. So 1, 2, 3. It'll go 4, 5. So go here. It'll be here in 5th. I can do that. Again, it's going fast. It's just something to deal with. Orange will go. Just rolling the black dice. Gonna go 5 as well. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll go here to be in. It can't be in 5th there, so it'll be there in 4th. Because, move this out of the way, it's a 3, 3, and 3 here. So if it's going from here to here, the highest it can be in going from here to this lane is 4th. So that's what we're going to do, is make sure that ends in 4th there. So it's playing by the same rules we have to play with, but it's still going the shortest path that it can. Now my turn. I gotta get up there. So I'm in 0. I gotta go 1, 2. If I need to get around him. I'd have to exit that in 2, but I can't. 3. Let's see if I can play with the coast dice here. Coast. Let's say sayonara to him right here in 4th. 5. This is a nice spot here, but man, he'd still be going first. So I have to do that, though. I'm wondering if I have to do it that way. 1. Because the only way to use this lane is I'd have to go around it anyway, because I have to exit it at 2 if I'm in this lane, which I can't be. Yeah, I still can't. So that's gonna have to be it. I think I'd be closer to I'm 1 space. This is a whole space here. So I would still go first, because he still has one more space to be up to the corner, and that's where I'm already there. So I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna roll 1 by 1. Should be good. Okay, so we're gonna be here in 5th, and I am gonna be ahead because he still has 1 more space to the corner. Even though we are both going the same speed, that's when who's furthest, and I am, because I'm space closest to the apex than him. It's going to be tough for me, but we're going to give it a go. So now we're in the black round here. These are all 2s. So I have to get down to 2 to be in there. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's see. I'll do a coast. 3. 2. I do a 3rd there. Then it would stop there because this corner here is entering at 2 and a max speed of 3 for right there. So that's very interesting. I mean, I could 1, 2, 3. Actually, I could break down to 1 and pay for it. So, because I have 3 break dice at my disposal. So if I break down, I can enter here. I don't know why I didn't think I could. So I'm gonna go right to the corner here. 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna break right down to 1. Hard break, tough on the brakes. And then I will go 2. Coast. 3. I think that'll be good. I could end in 4th if I wanted to. Yeah, what the heck? Let's see how it works out. But I'll plan to end in 4th. I'm gonna roll these one by one. I'm gonna pay for all 4 of these dice with focus tokens. So that's 1, 2 for the 2nd, 3 for the 3rd dice, and then 4 for that last one. So I only have 1 focus token left, but worth it. So I'm there. Take this 5 out of here. 2's good. And then I'll roll this anyway. Boom. I will be right there in 4th gear. Which I think is good enough for where I need to be. So now yellow will go. Yellow's doing gears 1 through 5 and a white die. And it's going to go 5 spaces. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's here, it's got to be in third gear, so it will. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be in 3rd there because it could enter that space in 3rd going diagonally. That's good for me because they're again playing by the same rules we are, which is very good. And then we're just doing 5 black dice for this orange car. It's going to go 5 as well. So it'll go to the big space. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. So it'll be right here actually in 3rd gear as well. That's the max speed it can be there. I get to go first, luckily, because I'm going faster. I'd have to break down to 1. So that's something I can't ignore. These are all 1s here. So then I would just probably go 2, 3, coast. I think I might do that, and I might just go for it. I'm going to try going for it. So if all goes well, I'm going to be here in 3rd. Let me pop that there, just so I remember. And I didn't get 3. I only got 2 hazards, so that's going to work out for me. And I'll get 1. You only get focus tokens when you roll flat out, and you only get them for white and black dice. So I'll get 5 of these back for me. So I'm going to end here in 3rd. Played it a little safe there, but I'm fine with it. Yellow's going to go next. Let me clear some of this off the board. Yellow will go with full 5 spaces. Didn't get any hazards. So the best route for it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and right behind me here. And the best it could be there is in third. So it will stay in third. Because if it's exiting the corner here at 1, it would have to be 2, 3. That's what you have to do. And then we're going to be doing the orange. It got 3, and actually, it will stop at the last gear. So it'll stop moving on its 4th move. It says stop at 3, but continue evaluating. So it's going to stop at the 4th move. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'll stop right in the apex at 1. This should be that. Okay. And feel free to ask any questions along the way. Let me know what you're thinking of it. We are now going, it's us, and we're coming in. We're actually not doing too bad here because we can be in second there. So I might just rev it up. So from 3, I want to go to 2 in the middle lane here. Then this is a nice, kind of a quicker, it's a 2, 2, 2 here. So I might, I get 2 coast dice in my arsenal. So I'll coast there. I'll coast again. Then I'll do 3, 4. This is a 5 with an exclamation point, meaning I can go 5, but if I do, I get an automatic hazard. So I'm going to go 4 there. And I might just end it in 5 here. Yeah, that could be good. It's going to be tough for them to catch up to me, but we'll see how this works out. I will roll these one by one, because I'm a wuss. I'm just looking for hopefully not getting 3 hazards. But at any time I could pay these dice off and not go for it. So this one will for sure not matter. So I'll be right here in 5th gear. Boom. Now the yellow dice, or yellow card is going to go. And it's using the 5 gear dice and 1 white. And it's going to go the full 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Best route for it will be out here. 5. And it will be in 3rd gear there still. That's the best I can do coming out of that specific lane. Orange. 5 black dice. It's going to go 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Closest to the corner. And it'll be there. I mean, it'll be there in 5. Because it could be 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it'll be there in fifth gear, actually. So that car will go 2nd next round. Because how you evaluate who goes first is who's going fastest. So myself and Orange are going 5, and then who's furthest. So it'll be me, then Orange, then Yellow. And this is a pretty nice. This is a nice little fast whip around here. So I'm in 5th. I might just take this nice and easy because I can. I'm gonna go from 5th. I'll go to 4. Enter this at 3. I'll do 2, 1, coast. So I might not be going a good speed for the next turn, but I think I'm far enough ahead where that shouldn't matter, but we'll see. 1 second. I'm going to roll all these at once. So hopefully everything will work out. I'll be in first gear here if it does work out. Building up focus tokens for the later rounds where I can kind of make some more risks. And we got them all. So I'm going to get 6 focus. So that's, here we go. Got a lot. And now I'm here in 1 again. Not the fastest gear, but safe. Safe for now. Orange is going to go, rolling its 5 gear dice. And it's going to go 5 spaces. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll end right here. And it'll be in 5th there. Now yellow will go. Yellow's going to go the full 5. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or it'll be here here in 4th, because that's as max it can be, is 4th there. All right, so now a little bit of an interesting situation. Sorry for sniffles. I don't know. We will go with, it'll be orange, yellow, green. Orange will be 5 black dice. And it will go all 5 spaces. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And it'll be right behind me in 3rd. Maximizing speed, that's all it can do. It's right out of there in 3rd. Now yellow will go. And it's going to go 5 spaces as well. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be bad for me yet again. So if it ends here in 5, it's going to be 3, 4. Yeah, so it'll be there in 5th, which I cannot compete with because I'm in 1st gear. So, but I knew that something like that was going to happen. So it'll be there in 5th. And then unfortunately, I cannot go because he is, you can't really see it because of the light, my apologies. But he's in 5th, I'm in 1st, so I can't pass him. So now we're just going to go right to the next round, where he will go first. And he's going to go 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll be right in the apex at 2. Now orange will go. Just 5 black dice. And it will go 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be right here in 5th gear. I need to plan this out. I might be able to get ahead of it. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could coast here and be in 5th, and I would go first. I'm going to try that. Well, I could go 1, 2, 3. No, I couldn't. So 2, 3, 4, right next to him in 5th. And I think I may just, because we're going to have to get around that guy. But I could go here and block that guy. I could go right there and block him. I wouldn't be able to block him because then I'd be going first. So I'm going to go one more space here. And I will do that. So I'm going to end in front of that guy in 5th. So I'll roll one at a time. And we're good. I don't get any focus tokens, but it was a safe move. Could have put me back in the competition here. I'm now in 5th here. Oh, 5th here. All right. So now it is me who goes first because I'm furthest. Check. Yep, it's me who's first. I have to go first. I'm in 5. I have to break down twice to go 4, 3, and then 2. I'll pass him at 2. Then I can do 3, 4. Enter right there. That could be good. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to pay for these 3. So I'm going to need 1, 2. To pay for those 3 dice, I need 6 tokens. To pay for those. And then I'll roll this one. Roll that one. Roll that one. Okay, that was close. And then this one. That's fine. And I'll be here in 4th gear. Oops. Get back there. We'll see how this goes. But now orange is going to go. Luckily has a few extra steps to take. It's going to be rolling the 5 gear dice. And it's going to go the full. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be right behind me in 5th, actually. So it will go first. And unfortunately, I might have to cut this to 1 lap, but we're going to see how we do here. And then the yellow's going to roll these. Where is that pesky? There it is. Oops, not going to roll. It's going to go 5 spaces. Unfortunately for this, not necessarily sure on the rules here, but I'm going to make an executive decision. I mean, just because this couldn't. So the max this could have ended at just because of how this lane is working. It was here, so I can go 3. The max this can be in is 4th. Because it was in this lane in 2. So the best it can be here is 3, and then here is 4. So that's my redo, because I wanted to make sure that this guy was able to pass somebody, which he is now. So he can go. He's in 2. He could be in 3 here to be in 4 here. So that's how we can move it and still be able to pass us. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he'll be here in 5th. So a little shake up to the order. Yellow's back in the game. Again, yellow's a little bit easier of the Yellow is, yes, it's easier difficulty, but that's only because it has one more chance to get a penalty than, say, the orange car. It doesn't have an effect on its actual speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the yellow has 1. Unfortunately, I thought I had time to do 2 laps. We're going to just be able to do 1 today on Bahrain, but we're still going to finish it out. And yellow has won the race, so we're going to make sure he gets his trophy right there. But we're still going to finish out our lap here. So in order to maximize this situation, where's my 5? Oh, 5. I'm dropping it to third. I'm going from 4th to 3rd, and then speeding up to 6th and just getting across that line. We'll see if I can crash. You can crash across the line. I didn't have to. Did not have to. So I get to finish in 2nd place. And then for giggles, we'll do the red car here. Ooh, and it's going to have some trouble. No, not until 5th gear. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would need one more turn to go ahead. And it does. It still does. 1, 2. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, wanted it to be 2 laps, but time constraints with me, I can only do 1. But I'm hoping to do this. I'm going to try my best to do it for each race, as long as there's a track for it, and I believe there are. There's a ton of tracks. I'll put a link to where the tracks can be found on the YouTube upload of this. Again, if you're watching on Twitch right now, I appreciate you watching live as always. But what you get and what you can find is the 2 different ways to organize. So you would get you can find the picture of that, which shows you exactly where the tiles are laid out. Or the way that it's shown in the book by how many tiles you need of which number. And I just crossed them out as I was finding them. So you can do it that way. So that is the Bahrain track. And again, that's happening as of this recording, it's happening tomorrow, but it's the kickoff to the F1 2023 season, and I couldn't be more excited. But thanks again for everyone who's watching, and Rallyman is still one of my favorite games, and Dr. Worm's AI system is a fun way to compete against somebody instead of just doing the time trial solo mode. And soon enough, I will break out Rallyman Dirt and get into it. Again, just the base game for now. I did back everything, but you can listen to the podcast on kind of the deep dive into what really happened with Holy Grail Games on superboardsunday.com. So again, thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your weekend. Cheers.